Libra, welcome back to Spiritually Influential Tarot. This is your weekly general reading for the third week of May. Please take what resonates with you and allow the other Libra to take the rest. With that being said, Spirit, 9 cards for Libra, please. Starting off with the 3 of Pentacles, followed by the 2 of Wands, followed by the Queen of Pentacles, wow, followed by the Star card, followed by the Empress, followed by the Temperance. My goodness. Followed by the 6 of Pentacles, followed by the World card. Libra, you are on fire here. Wow. Wow, Libra. Followed by the Ace of Swords. My goodness. Followed by the 6 of Cups at the end of the deck. Followed by the 6 of Cups at the end of the deck. Wow. Okay, Libra. First and foremost, Libra, I want to start off by saying that you have fantastic, like these are very good cards here. This third week, okay, of May here, okay. We're starting off with the 3 of Pentacles, okay. And when it comes to the 3 of Pentacles, okay, this is about you showing off your hard work, okay? When it comes to the 3 of Pentacles, can I ask, are you collaborating with others? Okay? Because this is one card that actually speaks about collaboration with others, okay? And implementing successful projects, okay? And like I said, this is about showing off your skills, okay? You're showing off your skills here, all right? And because you're showing off your skills and things are now coming together, okay? I see you building here a foundation. You're building a foundation, and it's now, I can say that because here, right, is this card, the 3 of Pentacles, is being followed by the 2 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands, okay, it is a fantastic card. All right, because he is letting me know that the world is in his hands. And I understand that maybe you have built something, okay? And now you're not, and you know, maybe it was, oh man, whether you're a female or male, you know, you did it for 5 years, you did it for 10 years, 15, 20 years, and you said, well, I built this though, and now I have to do it again? Yeah. Because when the Two of Wands, okay, comes around, you notice that one of the wands is behind his back, like planted there. Boom. You know, it's planted there. Then he has the other one holding in front of him, looking towards the future. And he holds the world in his hand, you know? And that's what I feel. I feel like you are now making decisions to make, you have a decision to make between two paths, okay? I see choices. I see two options. Spirituality is letting you know that, yeah, you're looking forward here towards, you know, when, I think this happens to any human who's ever been in front of the beach, especially late night. I used to do it all the time, okay? Where I used to look at the ocean and think about so many future things and think about what's my next move, okay? And this card is in your present. This card is in your present, okay? And the energy that I'm feeling here, okay? I see that you have a wanderlust, okay? And it's a lust for discovery, okay? And since I see you here collaborating here, I see you traveling, okay, with others to form a great business and partnership, okay? And it can be, and listen, hey, you know what? It can be a partnership upon many things, okay? But I see funds here. I see you thinking about your next big decision, okay? Because you like suddenly feel the need to leave, to move over there, I am seeing literally you sending that WhatsApp message or that text to that special someone saying, listen, I made my decision, I'm going there, okay? Or I'm heading your way. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. And I see you right now with two options, is what I'm hearing. You have two options. You have two options here at your present, okay? And I can tell you're coming across this nurturing feeling, okay, upon the decisions that you have to make due to your skills. Okay, Libra. Libra. It is followed here, the Two of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles. I see that you're looking at I'm looking at social status here. Okay, social status. There's prosperity, there is success. I see financial independence here. You know what it is too? You may even be a working parent, okay? Thinking about these big moves, okay? Yeah. And in all reality, this is my card, okay? This is a Capricorn card, okay? You know, there's a few cards that are my cards, right? That they say these are Capricorn cards, which is the Queen of Pentacles, the World card, okay? The, you know, the Devil card, right? Okay? Just to mention. And I understand this card so well, okay? Because you could even be, you know, whether you're a female or male, right? But, like I said, you may be a working parent or a female, okay, person. Who is extremely generous. I see that. And I see that you have the you know, the aspiration, the what's the word I'm looking for? Is it the affinity? I think it's the affinity for the greater pleasures of life. That's what I'm thinking here. And that's in your future card here. And I can say, okay, that because okay, listen, the Queen of Pentacles is being followed by the Star. Please allow me to cover here her body a bit, so that way Spiritually Influential Tarot continues on following the guidelines of YouTube. Okay, no nakedness here, exposure, you know. But you are being followed by the Star card, okay? And the Star card, all right, I see that you are finding yourself here. Okay, you're inspired. I see inspiration here, okay? I see this nice calm water here, okay? Right? You have like that renewed hope and faith and like that sense of being truly blessed, okay, by the universe. All right, I see just how those calm waters is. See, she's just, I see you entering into that peaceful time in your life right now, okay? You're entering into that peaceful, you know, that loving phase, okay? All right, and that's right there, that water, that's calm energy, okay? You know, it's your life is being filled with calm energy and personal growth. Not to say I love all the cards, you know, in tarot, you know, but in all reality, there's just certain cards that just like, you know, and this card, the Star card, is being followed by the Empress. So that's why I said right off the bat that there is nurturing things happening. That's why I said you could be just a parent, you know, or, you know, or someone of that nurturing, that has that nurturing soul. And maybe there is no, you know, no emperor in your life. That manly energy is being missing in your life, okay? Because when the Empress comes in, we always say if the Empress card comes in a reading, then the Emperor, meaning the male energy, is missing in your life. And if the Empress comes in, if the Emperor comes in, then the female energy is missing in your life. If they come in together, then now it's a different story, right? But notice here, okay, that the Emperor, there is water behind her. A lot of people miss that. A lot of tarot readers miss that. There's water behind her. There's a flow, okay? The Empress is all about beauty. It's all about abundance, okay? Libra, this is in your life, okay? Beauty and abundance, Libra, okay? There may be here at your present a new opportunity that is making you feel this way, okay? And There could be romance. There could be, could be something that you really like, or a new business, on the horizon. Okay? Yeah. The Empress always lets me know to tell those to focus on their senses. Okay? And on creating, creating expression. Okay? And with that, you will, okay, experience pleasure and deep fulfillment. See, the great thing about her is that she doesn't have to stress because she has that nice little wand there. Okay? And she just, and the fields grow. See the fields in front of her? And notice that, like I said, that you are the kind of person that like the better things in life, the greater things in life. That's the reason why she has that nice thick clothing. It's of quality. It's what she got. She likes the good stuff, So she wears a crown. And I can say that you have to balance that feeling of money and material world, okay? Because that's something that you definitely struggle with, because the Empress card is being followed by the Temperance, and I want you to find balance. Find the balance, okay, Libra? Did I say Gemini before? I may have said Gemini, right? Did I say Gemini before? I'm not sure if I said Gemini. Or maybe I thought of Gemini for some reason. I think it was just a thought. If I did, I apologize, Libra. But I don't think I said, but maybe, okay? But if I did, I apologize, Libra, because I just recently did the reading for Gemini as well. So it's a little fresh in my head, but which Gemini as well received this card too, okay? And a lot of people will be receiving the Temperance card. A lot of people, okay? Because not only are we in Gemini energy, but everybody needs to find the balance after these 7, all the planets have, lined up and basically we have different retrograde of planets and a lot of different things, like Pluto but anyway, moving away and getting closer again, and and regardless if it is something that it's like per se, with like myself as Capricorn, it still shows, people still, it's still like the energy you still feel as a Libra, okay? And this card allows me to tell you that at this moment, you need to find the balance, okay? To learn to bring about balance, okay? So that way it doesn't feel like you're fighting the force, okay? To flow through, all right? I want you to flow through without force, okay? So that way it doesn't feel like resistance, okay? It allows me to tell you, you see here in the back, he's trying to turn basically what I always say, water into wine, to balance, all right? He has his tippy toes on this shallow water, but you gotta go fully in the water, okay? And take the middle road, because that's what that is here. There is a road there, and it leads to the sun, okay? Remember that when it comes to the sun, you have the star card, but it comes to the sun, okay? It's all about good fortune. That's where you have to find the balance, okay? All right? maintain, okay? Maintain avoiding extremes, okay? Have a sense of calmness in your path, okay? Find the balance, Libra, okay? And I can say that because besides that the Temperance card speaks about balance, here once again is speaking about, is followed by the Six of Pentacles. And if you notice, this person is giving to one person and not giving to the other, because he's already learned whom to give to those who give back to you, okay? Basically, okay? You see? And in this card, it doesn't show it due to the framing of the card, but right here, per se, in the original deck, it shows that he has something in the side and the back of his pocket, which is like letting you know different agendas. You know, you're asking for something when you already have something, you know? And this is right here with the Six of Pentacles. You learned that. You learn on that giving and taking, okay? Six of Pentacles, okay? There is also, I want to say, there's charity in your life, okay? It's either that you are being generous towards people, or there is going to be somebody who is definitely super generous to you, okay? All right? And I see gifts, I see money, okay? Even with their time, their knowledge. You know something? You may even be valued, rewarded, okay? Maybe in this change that you're trying to, you have to juggle this whole balancing due to your skills here, okay? Yeah. Okay. Because you're and because you're a hard worker. Okay, because this here, it's about you showing your skills. It's gonna pay off on you. Okay. I see a lot. I see much wealth, and you're much wealthier in prosperity. I see a position here to help you. I even see you here in a position like you're sharing the abundance, like, you know, you give abundantly, you know, and accept, okay, with gratitude. That's a great thing, right? You have gratitude in your life, you know, you appreciate it, okay? And I can say that because Libra, this is a beautiful day for you, I'll tell you this much, okay? Because you have the World card here. It is followed by the World card. Allow me to cover her, okay? By the World card, okay? You have like finally accomplished here, and this is in your present. This is in your present aisle here, your present line here, okay? You're accomplishing your goals, okay? Or even a purpose, like you have your purpose for something, but you're doing that. You keep on in that path, okay? Because honestly, I can tell you, you're in the right place. Whatever it is that's going on right now in your life, you need to maintain in that place, okay? You know, because you're doing the right thing. I see that you are feeling whole, you're feeling complete, okay? You're in tune. Yeah. When the World card comes up, you are in tune with high cosmic consciousness, okay? You're in the perfect union, okay, with the universe. And right now, you're having a true universal understanding. It's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. And I can say that you are being blessed. That's what I can say. You're being blessed, okay? Because the World card is being followed by the Ace of Swords, right? Yep. And this is blessing. That's the palm. This is the, if you notice, the Ace of Swords has the palm here, okay? It's a double-edged sword, blessing your thoughts. Okay? Here, see here? That's an olive tree, coming from the olive tree. This is blessing. Okay? Yeah. The Ace of Swords allows me to say that you're about to experience a moment of a breakthrough here. That's a breakthrough right there. You're going forward here. Okay? You have a new idea and new ways of thinking. And this is going to basically, okay, show your experience. And your experience has increased. You have the ability to do what you need to do. You are seeing things clearly, okay? I see you attracting victory here. Looking at new opportunities as you are focused and make, rational decisions over here. I see you making those rational decisions, Libra, okay? You know why? Because this card is being crossed cross-referenced with the end of the deck, which is the Six of Cups. And you had the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Cups is letting you know that you've thought about it in the past. The Six of Cups. Okay? It's letting you know that, you also, you're thinking about how, how it used to be when you were younger. And it isn't that anymore. Okay? You're focusing on past influences and your childhood memories. Okay? You feel that nostalgia. Because this is what everybody says about this card. It's nostalgia, Yeah, you may feel that homesickness, okay? And you're looking for that reunion. Maybe that's why you're here planning to travel. Maybe that's why I see that text. Listen, I'm heading your way, okay? Because sometimes, just sometimes being around close friends, being about family, it brings back those memories, okay? Yeah, okay? And allow me to, allow me to go into your oracle cards now for guidance and wisdom, as this is coming from your higher self. And by the way, Libra, if you are enjoying this reading, I would really appreciate if you can subscribe and hit that like button and help me out with this algorithm. It would help out the algorithm and, help me out in my channel. I would really appreciate it. Let's go into your higher self. 3 cards for Libra, please. Wow, 3 cards right off the back. I thought I only pulled out 1. How about that? Look at that. Yeah. Once again, yeah. Look at that. Okay. Here we have a waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. And your energy is gaining momentum, okay? Because in this new moon in Scorpio wants you to work through your fears, okay? Due to the first quarter moon and your commitment that is being tested, okay? Something to think about, okay? Let's go into your angel numbers. Let's go into your angel numbers here, Libra. Three cards for Libra, please. Wow. and 2 cards, exactly. We have here, letting go. Letting go. Angel number 321, surrender and let go of control. Release resistance and trust in the flow of life. Knowing that everything unfolds in divine timing, and your highest good. Letting go, okay? I believe you have to let go because there is simplification here. Okay, angel card number 654, simplify your life and focus on what truly matters. Declutter your mind and surroundings for greater clarity and effectiveness, okay? Angel number 654, and speaks about clarity here, okay? Once again, clarity. Angel number 543, trust yourself in the universe to make the necessary changes to achieve your goals. Soon you'll gain clarity about your life's purposes. Basically, this reading is letting you know, this reading is about clarity. Okay? With that being said, Spirit, please let me have 1 card, please, for Libra, okay, to bring warmth and comfort, okay, due to your inspiration. Let me have 1 inspirational card to bring warmth and comfort to Libra, please. Spirit, 1 card for Libra. Okay. Oh, that wasn't the card, by the way. It was upside down. Cards upside down, I don't read. There we go. We have your card here. It says here, Spirit wants you to know to look past what you feel and look past what you feel are your capabilities. What a tongue twister. Look past what you feel are your incapabilities. Incapabilities. Jesus. If I can get through it, right? Incapabilities, okay? Instead, focus on everything you have achieved so far. It is okay to acknowledge your weaknesses, but keep in mind that they don't define you. Your strength and your beautiful soul are clear for all to see. Incapabilities. Anyway. Gemini. Incapabilities. You tell me. You write it down in the comments, okay? Write it down in the comments. Incapabilities. Somebody will help me out, okay? See? But since I'm confident in myself, that's okay for you not to have tongue twisters in your life. Like incapabilities or incapabilities, you know? Anyway, you know, some people say, hey, do you understand? And then others, I've also heard, well, yeah, do you overstand? Anyway, whatever. So, with that being said, Libra. If you have enjoyed this reading and you have subscribed to my channel, I thank you very much. And That's from the center of my heart. I thank you so much. But if you have not, then please subscribe, like, share, and turn on your post notifications so that way you don't miss out on any of your upcoming videos. And lastly, may you forever be blessed with great health, prosperity, and stability in your life, so that the day of tomorrow you can become a bit more spiritually influential. I will see you on your next upcoming video. Libra, take care.